So how does one become a narcissist and become evil? Well, we know that childhood trauma and being raised by narcissists are part of it. They're components. They play a role in it. But there's also another role. There's also another component to this. And it's one, a personal choice. And I believe this based on a conversation that I had with my evil mother as a small child. Me and my brother were arguing whether or not evil exists and whether Satan exists. She never taught us anything, but she intervened in this conversation. She said, yes, there is Satan. They will come disguised. You will not know it's Satan. She said, yes, there is evil, and it's based on going down a road, the wrong road, and not acknowledging when you're at a fork in your life and life is asking you, which way do you want to go? That is why I believe this so strongly, because an evil person told me so, and she's a very good source. So this is what happens. So the longer we continue to make the wrong decisions, the more our heart hardens. The more we make the right decisions, the more our heart softens and becomes alive. If we constantly do bad, we become bad. If we live in complete denial, if we live desensitized or numb inside and we're unable to feel, we will harden. Allowing yourself to ignore your conscience, living numb, not feeling emotions is dangerous, leads towards narcissism. One sin, two sins does not make us evil people, but we can become evil people. If we do not, this is where my mom told me, if we do not wake up on time and acknowledge when we are standing at a fork in the road and have a decision to make, if we do not acknowledge the path that we are on, and we are not aware when life asks us the question, are you heading towards good or are you heading towards evil? Which way are you going? It's the failure to acknowledge when life is asking you which way, and you're at that fork, and then you either by default, being lazy, failure to acknowledge the fork, start going down that wrong road. Once you start going down that wrong road, you go so far down that wrong road that you don't want to turn around and go back because you've gone so far down that wrong road. That is the road to evilness and narcissism. When you fail to make the right choice, when you're at that fork, when you do not wake up to make that choice, the choice will be made for you. Each step along the wrong road, it becomes increasingly difficult for a person to admit that they are on that wrong road. And so they say, fuck it, and they continue down that wrong road until they harden and become evil and they become a narcissist. This is based on what my mother told me as a small child. She is evil. I take serious note to this, and I believe it to be credible coming from her.